Good morning, you guys. I tell you what a difference a day makes. Yesterday, too hot. This morning, 29 degrees when I left the house. I've got a different strategy going on today. I'm hunting the high country. I'm stalking today. So we won't be sitting in the shelter. We will be stalking the high country. So that's where we're at right now. So, hey, let's hang out here and see what we see. It's the only thing we can do. Now, I've already seen 3 does already. But I don't need no doe meat, okay? Got plenty of that. But anyhow, if I see anything fun here, I'll show it to you guys, okay? So we're up here at the elevation of 3,800 feet. And we still got a big frost on. And it should have snowed last night, but I guess we didn't have enough precipitation in the air to make it snow. So far, I haven't seen anything, you guys. I don't know how much that wind's gusting. I think it's like 30 miles an hour or something. So I came down off the high perch there because that wind just too cold. So I got down in here behind this rock right here, so I could get out of the wind. And we're just going to sit here and see what happens. Well, hey, you all. I'll tell you what. Up at the higher elevation this morning, the wind was blowing so hard. It's blowing hard down here at the shelter too. But it was blowing so hard up in the higher elevation at 4,000 feet that you couldn't hear yourself even think. Saw 3 does. They come through. They were on a mission. They were not stopping for anything. So I thought something was chasing them. So I sat there for another hour and a half. I saw nothing but the wind blow. So I decided I would come out and go to lunch. I just went back home and went to lunch and had some homemade bread and homemade spaghetti. And it sort of rejuvenated me. So I'm coming back to the shelter where I'm sitting now. It's spitting snow outside. So it's definitely cold. It's about 32 degrees right here on top of the mountain, or right below the top of the mountain. But that's what's going on so far. So hopefully, maybe this big buck will come through here looking for a doe. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what, you all, it ain't getting any better out there. None whatsoever. Check this out. So I guess I'm the only crazy hunter out here on the mountain this evening, because I haven't heard a shot all day long. And of course, I haven't shot at anything either, so you all, that's why you have a hunting shelter. Because it might start snowing while you're hunting. And there ain't no question about it, you guys, it is snowing now. If it keeps this up until dark, it's going to be miserable going down off of this mountain, you guys. We got about an hour left. It's just about time for the deer to start moving too. Now, you all, there's times that you could get stranded where you're hunting. You definitely don't want to have to start trying to build you a shelter out of some pine needles and leaves and all kind of stuff like that. It can be done. But in your hunting area, always have you a shelter, guys, to go to where when you get bad weather, you can get in the shelter. I preach that all the time. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort to take a bunch of poles and lay them up and make you a shelter. Even if you don't have a tarp, you can use leaves. I've got several of them that way. They just got leaves stacked over top of them. I go by once or twice a year, pile more leaves on, just let them lay there. And of course, you know, it's not leak proof, but it is snow proof. So you can see the snow's coming down, but I'm warm inside my shelter, you guys. I got good insulated clothes on. These are Cabela's Best. I've had them now for over 10 or 12 years. Insulated clothes, okay? Good gloves. Good Hysia boots, 400 Thinsulate. I've got food. I have got a poncho. If I want to make a door for this shelter, I can take the poncho and just cover this hole up in this shelter right here and stop any air coming in or any snow from coming in. So that's just some of the things that you should think about doing. I've got water here, guys. I've got hot sauce if I want to warm up some. But anyway, that's just some of the things that happens to you. Right now we've got a good skiff of snow on the ground, and it ain't been snowing like that but about 5 minutes. And up here in this higher elevation, it don't take that long for it to happen to you. Guess you all know what that means, don't you? It means Folgers time. Snow's coming down, the ground's getting covered, you guys. Believe it or not, that little heater is putting off some pretty good heat in here. I can feel it. That's one of the things that you can use to heat one of these shelters with. You can take that little heater right there while you're cooking, cover the door up on this shelter right here, and you can hold that heat in here. That feels pretty good too. Tell you what, you all, that goes over really good right now. So I don't know how much snow we're going to get here. And it's the time of day when that buck should be moving. We'll see. You know, in an emergency, you might have to stay in a place like this right here. I've done it before. But she's sure coming down now. I hate to leave, but this right now is the time the deer's going to be moving. Because I'll guarantee you, this don't stop a deer from getting out and doing what he's going to do. If he's chasing a doe down, he's going to be doing it. So you all, my guess, and I've done this before. I'm not going to do it today because it's too close to dark. I could go over on the south side of this mountain and find these deer. These deer are over on the southern side of the mountain out of this wind. I've done it many, many times, but today I'm going to call it quits. You can see I've got plenty of snow coming down. I mean, it's just not really scary snow, but what I'm going to do is just go ahead and hike on back out to the house. All right, guys, the hero died right in the middle of that sentence I was getting ready to tell you guys. Adios, amigo. I'm going to get on out of here. If I see anything else, I'll put it in this video, okay? So, while it's still daylight and I can see where I'm going pretty easy, we'll just get on out of here. But look at this. But you can see inside my home sweet home there, It's nice and cozy. Now, if I had a planned on it, I would have stayed the night here, you all, because I don't have to have a sleeping bag and I don't have to have a fire either. The clothes that I've got on will let me survive the night right here in this bad weather like this right here. But anyway, guys, so you all, I was hoping this would happen. And I hope it lays on too, because tomorrow morning, when I get out to go hunting, I should be able to follow some fresh deer trail coming through here. And you can see, this ain't flatland, you guys. Tell you what, you all, that right there is going to be a good snow if it continues. And right now, I'm getting a little bit on the chilly side, especially the hands. Carrying a gun, videoing at the same time. But you can see, it ain't doing nothing but pouring the snow. And you can definitely, guys, up in my neck of the woods, it can be 60 degrees one minute and snowing the next. And of course, that's what's going on right here. There's one thing about it, you all. Snow is pretty. It's beautiful. But if you happen to get caught in a snowstorm and you're not prepared for it, like I am with all these good clothes on, insulated clothes, it don't take that snowstorm long to kill you. Look at this. And you can see I'm covered with snow. Look at my hero. He done went Betty by on me. Till next time, may the good Lord bless you. Hope you have yourself a wonderful evening.